Hi, my name is Mr. Majithia. I'm the Head of Science here at Whitley Academy, and what I want to talk to you about is how to best support your child in their revision. And if you're looking at this video and you're a student, what I want to do is to give you some tips and advice that will help you for your mock exams and final exams in science, and to understand science as a subject better. Okay, so first of all, what I want you to understand is you're either going to be part of two courses. So our students are either on a triple science route or a combined science route. Most of our students do combined science. However, we have one group of students with about 30 students in that class, and they do triple science, okay? And those students will know who they are. So it's really important as a parent that you ask your child, what type of science are you doing? Are you doing combined science or are you doing triple science? The difference is, for triple science, there's 3 GCSE grades that are awarded at the end of the year. But for combined science, there are 2 grades. And the other difference is that there's more content and more information to learn for triple science. The other thing is, the papers are longer for triple science. So instead of doing an exam which is 1 hour 15 minutes for combined science, the papers are 1 hour and 45 minutes long. So it's really important that you understand how it is assessed. Okay, so for all science, whether it's combined science or triple science, there are 6 papers to do by the end of the course. And these papers are done at the end of year 11. So at the end of year 11, in May and June, these exams will take place. So there are 2 biology exams. So there's biology paper 1 and biology paper 2, chemistry paper 1 and chemistry paper 2, physics paper 1 and physics paper 2. And what will happen is the first set of exams will be all the paper 1, so biology, physics and chemistry paper 1. And then after that, your son or daughter will do biology paper 2, chemistry paper 2 and then physics paper 2. The weighting of each paper is exactly the same. So if you imagine the course being 100%, each paper is worth 16.6 recurring percent. Okay, so each paper is worth the same amount, and it's important that you understand that. Okay, so here's some tips and some advice, okay, and please follow this, okay? It's really important that when you're coming up to an exam paper, that the information that is learnt is the right information for each paper, okay? On Parent Pay, if you haven't done so already, it's really important that you order a revision guide, okay? Now, with the revision guides, it tells you, okay, these topics, and these topic lists can be found from your teacher as well. It tells you the topics that come up in biology paper 1, the topics that come up in biology paper 2, chemistry paper 1 topics, chemistry paper 2 topics, and the same for physics, okay? So it's really important that the right bits of information are learnt for each paper. For revision, it's really important that you develop a way that works for you, okay? Now, I know for me as a child, okay, what I used to do is look, read through, cover it up, say it, and then check my knowledge and check whether I understood it. Some students look, cover, right, check, that works as well. Some students like reading through, covering it, developing a mind map, a poster, a cartoon strip. But it's really, really important that whatever you do, it works and it sticks. And the only way that you know it sticks is by going back to it. Also, some questions are to do with application of knowledge. This is why these workbooks are really, really important. So for each topic, okay, with the revision guide comes a workbook, and what you do, you get headings with the same topics in the workbook as well. So once your son or daughter, or once you've learnt something, what you need to do is to go into the revision guide and check whether you can answer the questions from a workbook as well. And then at the back of the workbook, it tells you the answers, so you can check from the back of the workbook and check using the revision guide. Also on Parent Pay are some flashcards. Okay, now these flashcards are great. Okay, so these flashcards tell you the knowledge, and on the back of the knowledge are sets of questions. Okay, what I highly recommend is you put use some flashcards. What I highly recommend in terms of a strategy is reading through, checking the answers, the ones that you can do, put on one pile, and the ones that you're stuck at, put on a separate pile, and then after a while, once you've got your piles together, the ones that you get stuck at, go over and over again until that knowledge is embedded and it sticks. Okay? For parents, what I would recommend that you do is make sure the home environment is organised for revision and for learning. Okay, make sure that there are plenty of opportunities that you make. I mean, once you've got these flashcards, what you could do is you could take some from a pile and then you could test your child. Okay, you can have a look at the workbook questions, answers, and then what you could do is test your child as well. And then the other thing is, if there are bits that they're, like your son or daughter, or if there are bits that you're stuck on, what's really important is that you develop some questions, and we have an intervention program in science, so and science teachers are always very supportive in terms of being able to answer the questions that are stuck on. Okay, so what I would like to do is wish you the very best of luck for the forthcoming mocks, and very best of luck for the final exams. And if there's anything that you're stuck on, don't forget that we're here to help.